Welcome back to Motor Authority Philippines, your trusted source for defense tech, military upgrades, and strategic innovation. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most significant defense acquisitions that will shape the country's air defense capabilities well into the next decade: the IRIS-T SLS missile system, which the Philippines is set to receive by 2026. If you're someone who's been closely following the modernization of the armed forces of the Philippines, this missile system is something you definitely want to understand. Because it's not just a regular surface-to-air missile, it's a game-changer. It represents a leap in precision, range, and response time, and it fits right into our developing multi-layered air defense strategy. So, let's break it down. What exactly is the IRIS-T SLS missile system, and why does it matter for the Philippines? The IRIS-T SLS, or Infrared Imaging System Tail, Thrust Vector Controlled A Short-Range Launch System, is a German-developed short-range surface-to-air missile. It's actually a land-based adaptation of the well-regarded IRIS-T air-to-air missile. But don't be misled by the term short-range. This missile packs an incredible amount of agility and power, capable of intercepting modern aerial threats such as aircraft, drones, helicopters, and even precision-guided munitions. Designed by Diehl Defense in Germany, the IRIS-T SLS is a member of the larger IRIS-T family, which also includes the SLM, medium range, and SLX, long range, variants. What sets the SLS apart is its compact nature and its ultra-fast reaction time. This means it can be deployed closer to critical assets like military bases, power plants, command centers, and urban areas, offering them a protective dome against fast-flying, low-altitude threats. For the Philippines, which faces complex security challenges from multiple vectors, whether it's territorial disputes in the West Philippine Sea or the growing threat of unmanned aerial systems, this type of air defense capability is crucial. We can't rely solely on fighter jets to patrol and defend every inch of our skies. Ground-based missile defense systems are necessary, and the IRIS-T SLS fits right into that evolving doctrine. Let's talk specs. The IRIS-T SLS has an effective range of about 12 kilometers and can reach targets flying at altitudes up to 8,000 meters. What makes it particularly lethal is its imaging infrared seeker, which provides fire-and-forget capability. Once the missile locks onto a target, it doesn't need any further guidance. That gives our forces greater flexibility and reduces the workload on radar and fire control systems. Another huge advantage of this missile system is its mobility. It can be mounted on high-mobility tactical vehicles, allowing rapid deployment to different parts of the archipelago. Given our geographic layout with over 7,000 islands, the ability to reposition missile batteries quickly is a strategic necessity, not a luxury. This gives us more operational depth and deterrence flexibility. So, how exactly will the Philippines integrate the IRIS-T SLS into its current defense infrastructure? Based on public reports and military statements, the Department of National Defense has been pursuing a layered air defense system composed of various missile ranges. The IRIS-T SLS is expected to serve as the short-range component, working alongside medium and long-range systems which are either already acquired or in the procurement pipeline. Think of it like this: if a threat penetrates our long-range radars and makes it past the medium-range interceptors, the IRIS-T SLS will be the last line of defense to protect critical infrastructure and population centers. It acts as a close-in shield that buys precious seconds for interception. Moreover, the IRIS-T SLS is designed to be networked. It can integrate with radar and command systems through a modular and open architecture. This makes it compatible with NATO standard command and control systems. In layman's terms, it's plug and play. This is a big plus as the AFP continues to modernize and digitize its battlefield management capabilities. Let's talk budget and delivery timeline. Reports indicate that the acquisition of the IRIS-T SLS is part of the Horizon 3 phase of the revised AFP modernization program, with deliveries expected by 2026. The cost of such a system is not publicly disclosed in full, but analysts estimate a battery could range anywhere between $100 to $150 million, depending on configuration, number of launchers, support vehicles, and spare missiles. It's a significant investment, no doubt. But the strategic value far outweighs the cost. Just imagine the cost of failing to defend against a modern air threat, whether it's a hostile aircraft or a drone swarm targeting an airport, radar installation, or naval port. Beyond hardware, the IRIS-T SLS acquisition includes training for personnel, maintenance support, and integration assistance. This means Filipino troops won't just be operators, so they'll be trained to understand the system deeply, maintain it, and eventually handle upgrades. This brings us to the strategic message this sends to both allies and potential adversaries. The Philippines is not just buying equipment, it's making a statement that it intends to control its airspace, protect its sovereignty, and invest in credible defense deterrence. In the context of increasing regional tension in the Indo-Pacific, this kind of investment enhances not only national security but also regional stability. Now, how does this compare with similar systems in the region? Countries like Indonesia and Thailand are also upgrading their air defense networks, but the IRIS-T SLS stands out due to its advanced seeker tech and rapid response time. In some ways, it provides comparable capabilities to the American NASAMS system, but at a potentially more cost-effective scale for countries with emerging defense needs. Looking ahead, if this system proves successful in the Philippine context, it could pave the way for future acquisitions of the IRIS-T SLM or even SLX systems, giving the AFP a complete tiered air defense umbrella from long-range to point defense. There's also room for local cooperation. While the missiles are manufactured in Europe, there are discussions worldwide about logistics and local support chains. Countries using IRIS-T variants often develop local depots for missile storage, reloading, and maintenance. If the Philippines can negotiate such agreements, it would not only save time but also build local expertise and defense industry know-how. To sum it all up, the IRIS-T SLS missile system represents more than just a new weapon in the Philippine arsenal. It's a symbol of strategic maturity. It shows that we're moving past basic deterrence and into integrated defense capability. It brings us into a community of nations that rely on smart, mobile, and modern air defense to keep skies safe and secure. As we approach 2026, all eyes will be on how the AFP prepares for the arrival of this system. Training, simulation, infrastructure upgrades, and integration efforts will be the keys to ensuring that when the IRIS-T SLS goes live, it delivers the protection and reliability it was designed for. That's it for today's deep dive here on Motor Authority Philippines. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll continue to bring you the latest in defense tech, military modernization, and the future of Filipino security. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and as always, stay one step ahead.